Imagine standing right in front of Allah on the Day of Judgment, and I suddenly understanding that the truth has reached to you many, many times. You heard the reminders. You saw the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People advised you. Your conscience warned you. But you never truly listen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes in the Quran people of the hellfire. He says, وَقَالُوا لَوْ كُنَّا نَسْمَعْ أَوْ نَعْقِلُ مَا كُنَّا فِي أَصْحَابِ السَّعِيرِ. They will say, if we only had listened or reasoned, we will not have been amongst the people of the place, amongst the people of the hellfire. Surah Al-Mulk, verse number 10. I want you to notice that they did not say, if only nobody had warned us. They admitted that the warning came to them. Their tragedy, ikhwani fillah, their tragedy was not lack of information. Their tragedy was a refusal to receive the information. So the first mention is two abilities that we need: listening and reasoning. First is the listening. They said, "Law kunna nasma." If we only had to listen, if we only had listened. There is a difference between listening and hearing, ikhwani fillah. Hearing happens through our ears. Listening, however, requires humility. You can hear a Quranic verse while your heart is somewhere else. You can hear the advice while you're preparing your defense. You can listen to a khutbah while thinking about everyone who needs this khutbah except yourself. So you see, psychologically, our ego often protects itself through denial, self-defense, and a confirmation bias. We accept the words that support our desires, and we reject anything that challenges the way that we live. And sometimes, ikhwani fillah, the truth is painful, not because it's false, but because it exposes something within us. It must change. And that's why the second part of the ayah says, وَقَالُوا لَوْ كُنَّا نَسْمَعْ أَوْ نَعْقِلْ مَا كُنَّا فِي أَصْحَابِ السَّعِيرِ أَوْ نَعْقِلْ. If we only had reasoned. You see, Islam does not ask you to switch off your mind. It repeatedly calls us to think, to reflect, and consider the consequences. But the true intelligence, it's not simply knowing many factors. A person might be well-educated, successful, and articulate, yet continue making choices that destroy their soul. So the Quranic intellect is the ability, ikhwani fillah, to connect the actions with the consequences. If I continue living this way, where will it take me? If I keep feeding this habit, what will it turn me into? If I meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the Day of Judgment while refusing to change, what will my excuse be? You see, sin or dhanb often survives because we think only about immediate pleasure and ignore the final outcome. We choose the comfort of the moment and we forget the pain in the future. And this verse, ikhwani fillah, teaches us that the guidance requires both an open heart and an active mind. Listen without arrogance. Think without being controlled by desires. Receive corrections before the regret becomes useless. So you ask yourself today, when Allah's word reaches me, do I truly listen? When I'm advised, do I reflect or immediately defend myself? And when I know something is wrong, do I think about where it's leading me to? Ikhwani fillah. Because one of the greatest regret in the Day of Judgment will not be, I never knew of this. It will be, I heard, but I did not listen. I had a mind, but I did not use it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us heart that listen and mind that reflects and a courage to change before it's too late. Ameen. Jazakumullah khair.